So today we're talking about the informative report. Let's first look at the 3 kinds of writing. Remember our rules for these. This is an academic piece, so we're going to follow academic rules. No use of I. Be sure you pull that out. Spell out contractions. Very formal essay with citations, MLA citations, and works cited page. Remember also to take a look at the scoring rubric so you'll know how you're being scored. Again, stay focused. Use your evidence, your text evidence on this one. Style and correctness, that's your grammar. Sentence structure, organization, things like that. And your research with your citations. All right, so let's take a look at the guidelines. This is the short piece, so 300 to 500 words. Academic College Essay Standards, double space, Times New Roman, 12 font, 1-inch margins. 8th edition citations, works cited page. Single space your heading in the upper left corner. And again, for the shorter piece, we don't necessarily have that text evidence in there. If you don't want to use that at the moment, that's fine. Then for the longer piece, we'll come back and use that PEE format. But you might do your summaries or paraphrases here if you wanted to, or not. Okay, this is a shorter piece. Remember that with informative, we remain unbiased, so we're not going to persuade the reader or argue for one side or the other. We're going to just present the facts of both sides, and the person can make up his or her own determination. Now, a lot of times in the research that you're reading, they're going to give you the evidence pretty much, and you'll be able to determine, and we'll take a look at how that plays out in the essay here in a minute. Please be sure and review all the documents before you begin, and then you'll upload that when you get ready for grading. Okay, so write a 300 to 500 word review of your conspiracy theory. All right, so let's take a look at an example. Before you get started writing, this is the perfect piece to do a brainstorm sheet. So here you're going to see the brainstorm for the Bermuda Triangle. And this is what the author knows. Now we know what needs to be cited and not cited. Now, let me say again that for a professor, numbers, statistics, dates, anytime that you mention someone says something or you refer back to the research, then it has to have a citation, and every sentence must be cited. Don't put it at the end of the paragraph. That's plagiarism. If you're using other sentences, even if you're reading and paraphrasing and putting it in your own words, it must have a citation with it. If it's your own knowledge bank and it's on the brainstorm sheet, then it's yours. Otherwise, it needs a citation. Okay? So this brainstorm sheet will keep you honest. If you know that and it's on the brainstorm sheet, then you're good. However, again, let me remind you that numbers, dates, statistics are red flags and will often get caught in a plagiarism checker. Therefore, I would cite them. Okay, it's just easier sometimes to do it that way, especially if you're doing a history class or something like that. Just easier to cite them. All right. Besides that, the author wants to know, where did you get the research? And that's important. You know, we don't know how much someone knows about something. All right, so let's take a look at one of the examples. Let's see. We're going to take a look at the short piece first here. All right. So this is the very short piece. Let's see, it does have some citations there, so I'm going to scroll down, look at the citation. We have 2 citations, and remember that whatever is first here is going to match what's inside your essay with those quote marks, okay, because these are both articles, so they're going to have the quote marks. Going to see that period disappear when we do the in-text citations there. Okay, but remember, either author's last name or title. That's it. Only two options you have, nothing else. All right, so those are the citations I'm looking for. All right. You're going to notice this little short 3-sentence intro here. It is an area known for its missing people, planes, and ships. 2 conspiracy theories have formulated over the years about the Bermuda Triangle. Is it an area cursed with black magic or an ocean filled with scientific weather mysteries? These are my 2 areas I'm going to be talking about, black magic and scientific weather mysteries. I'm going to pull those down in the same order they are right here in the sentence. And you could simply say, you know, there are 2 conspiracy theories about the Bermuda Triangle. The first is it's a black magic conspiracy theory, or it's solved with scientific weather mysteries. You could do it either way. Okay, so either one of those works. In the first conspiracy theory, the Bermuda Triangle is black magic, cursed area that causes people, planes, and ships to disappear. This area is known as the Devil's Triangle due to all the mysterious disappearances in its past. And then we have our citation there that matches up with our works cited page. Okay, we get more information about this, and then at the end, yet not all of the area's mysteries can be explained by scientists. And that was in the article that after reading everything, that person came to the realization that the research does say that, you know, there's lots of scientific evidence for this, but it doesn't explain everything. So we're really unsure. So they kind of left it at that. So then they do the second conspiracy theory. Scientific in that it claims the Bermuda Triangle holds hexagonal clouds that form air bombs, which causes large winds and sets planes off track. And there's the citation for that. And again, this is explained. Okay. Do have some direct quotes there, and I'm looking for that. Not, you know, it's easier really just to do it in this piece. Put a little piece in there that does have that direct quote. It gives me that PEE format. And then we're going to expand that in the next piece. So let's go ahead and just jump over and take a look at that for a minute here. I believe it's this one right here. You're going to see a little bit of difference in the intro. See, it's a little bit longer. Same first sentence. Several conspiracy theories have been formulated over the years about the Bermuda Triangle. Is it an area cursed with black magic or an ocean filled with scientific mysteries? An internet survey was taken to see how many people believed in the Bermuda Triangle. The question asked of participants was, is the area black magic or is there an ordinary scientific reason behind it? The end results found that 49.12% indeed believe that the Bermuda Triangle is a magical, mystical place, which leaves 50.88% of people believing there is a logical, scientific reason behind disappearances in the area. After reviewing all the evidence, which statistic will you become part of? So this person actually did an internet survey. It's their survey, so no citation is needed there, and they let me know. Okay. The question asked of participants was, an internet survey was taken to see how many people believed. The question was asked, so this let me know that the author, instead of saying, I did an internet survey and here's what the results were, remember that I comes out, so reword that. All right, and then we get the first conspiracy theory, black magic. Again, more research, more evidence given because this is the longer piece. Be sure you've got those exact quotes pulled that will back up your claim because you are not the expert. And in this longer piece, I definitely want that PEE format there. Make your point. Give me the text evidence. Cap that off. There's the second conspiracy theory. This one has a third one. Focuses on the electronic fog that seeped into electronic currents and panels. All right. Because I guess they needed the link there probably. So they added the third one in. I'm not sure if that's, yeah, I guess because it's scientific. So they put it under that, kind of that heading there. So it worked. Yeah, and then remember that your conclusion should come back. Remind readers of the conspiracy theories. And this one says the Devil's Triangle remains an unsolved conspiracy theory, and yours may or may not be solved by now. Maybe yours is solved. But remember and then the works cited page, of course, and these will match. Here we actually have an author's last name. So remember, it'll be author's last name or title of the article. Only 2 options you have, y'all. Only 2. Okay? And those are going to match up. Of course, there's the Andrews. Oh, there's a McElhaney. Is that on there? No. Where'd that come from? Okay. Gonna have to put that one on there. Mac. Is that what it was? I missed one there. McElhaney 1. Methyl. That one needs to be put in. I'll have to find that and make that correction on the essay. I do have the Word doc here that I can make a correction on if needed. Okay, but that one should be there, so look for that one. All right, so those are going to match up. Now you see how I match everything up. Looking for all of those citations as I scroll back through. All right, and that's the longer piece. And that should do it. If you have any questions, please ask.